Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm MrRedClaw. Welcome back to an episode of World of Tanks. So in this episode we are going to be watching Miha 61 Rus 777 playing in the WZ-111 GFT, of course the Chinese Tier 9 tank destroyer, kind of similar to an Object 704, and it kind of plays similar to that. It actually has a lot stronger frontal armor compared to that tank. It has 200mm at the front, 80 at the side, so it's not too good at the side if they get your side, and 60 at the rear. So yeah, all of the armor is kind of concentrated at the front, but well, the mantler is just, if anything goes in there, it's just it's not going through. And the upper structure of the tank, I guess, is really strong too. Honestly, if an enemy really wants to pen you in the front, they need to go for your lower plate, because otherwise they're probably not going to go through. Well, first of all, another replay on Pearl River. I'm not really sure what's up with this map and good games. I guess we are going to see, but yeah, there is going to be something special over here. And that Chrysler cave, that's actually quite a low roll over there, 585. I'm pretty sure that's the mid roll, or really close to one. Because of course this tank has a gun, a 152mm that can do 750 damage with 290mm of AP penetration and 395 with heat, so it's one of the best in the games. You actually don't really need to fire too much heat, but against the Chrysler K, especially in that kind of position, you just want to take them out as fast as possible. For this Tiger P though, probably doesn't need it too much, well, doesn't need it at all. You could actually probably do even probably penetrate him with the HE with 90mm of penetration and 1100 damage. That shooting against a gorilla or a scorpion, or if you're shooting at a scorpion, if you roll high you could take him out in one shot, which is just yeah, really helps in those kind of situations, close game situations right at the end of the game, where you kind of need to just put in one shot. Up to 3 kills already. Miha over here, let's call him that. I'm pretty sure this is from the Russian server, because, well, as you can see at the start they were talking quite a lot of Russian in the chat, so I'm pretty sure it's from there. But it was uploaded to the whatreplays.eu website, so I'm not really sure 100% if it is from the Russian server. If not, then I don't know. But this tank is of course really good. That actually isn't played too much by anyone. You don't really see the Chinese tank destroyers out too much. I'm not really sure why. Maybe it's because, well, they just kind of play really similar to the Russian tank destroyers, but I don't know, in some cases actually quite a lot better, especially we're talking about armor wise. They're definitely a lot more durable, especially the Tier 9 compared to the Object 704. That still has great armor, but I'm pretty sure this just has quite a lot better armor compared to that, especially the lower plate. Oh, a quick shot into the Super Hellcat and a ram to finish him off over there, picking up Miha's 5th kill. And this SU-130 PM actually misses his shell, and I'm not really sure who's going to reload first. Apparently it's going to be Miha. This gun, if it's the tank is stock with just 100% crew, it has 2,607 DPM. It's not really the most, but well, when you're shooting for 750 you don't really need to pen too many shells to do quite a lot of damage. And in 5 minutes into this game, Miha's up to 7 kills and 4,700 damage. And as you can see, the armor is working quite well. He's about 1,800 damage, just under that. But as you can see, this armor is working quite well. It was only Tiger P when he had the side of his tank that actually managed to pen the 2 shells over there. So it's a close game at this point. 9 kills to 11 to the enemy team. So they are ahead, the enemy team, that is. Miha is slowly creeping up on this Emil2, who's slaughtering the KV-122 over there. But Miha is taking a look over here, seeing which way the Emil2 is going to be looking. And he's actually going up here, but of course he fired the 3 shells against the KV-122, so he is going to be reloading. So it's good that he took him out quickly, because the Emil2 has quite a lot of, well, quite good DPM and is quite fast. So if it got Miha's side, it'd probably be game over, because he'd just be able to keep him tracked, put in the free shells, and then just keep on ramming into his tracks until like he's reloaded again, and he could have took him out, but he didn't. And Miha's up to 8 kills now and 5,355 damage. So doing quite well for this tank. Just in general quite well, because this tank actually isn't that slow compared to like a T95, which kind of plays kind of similar to this. Compared to the 20 kilometers an hour that the T95 can go, this can go, let's see over here, 35 with a 600 horsepower. So that actually gives the tank a quite decent 12 horsepower per ton, which isn't the best, but compared to the T95, it is actually, it can get places quite fast. It's not going to be as fast as an Object 704, for example, but it's going to be fast enough to actually be able to kind of like go back to base if someone starts camping and you're like on the other side or something. It is fast enough to get into those positions where you're going to be able to use the gun to its max, I guess. So Miha is left over here with the ISU 152 on his team versus a T95, a CS52 Liss, a Super Hellcat, and an M12. So it could be a lot worse. They are a tier 9 and a tier 8 versus a tier 9, a tier 8, a tier 7 and a tier 7. But the Liss over there does take out the ISU 152, which is bad for Miha over here, but that Liss is a one-shot kill, so if he gets a shot into him, the Liss is going to be dead, and he can take multiple shots from the Liss because of that armor. Even if the Liss does penetrate him, he has enough hit points left because of that armor that he's going to be able to take multiple shots from well, I guess all of the enemies apart from the T95, but if he is using that top gun with 750 alpha damage, which is kind of similar to this one. It doesn't have that much as good penetration on its like premium rounds compared to this, I'm pretty sure, but it is still quite a good gun. Talking about the gun over here, as I said, it doesn't have the most amount of damage per minute, but it does have good penetration, as the Super Hellcat sneaks up on Miha over here, just about manages to turn in this valley over here. And the Super Hellcat, it might be fast, it might be able to go 72 kilometers an hour, but it's not fast enough. And I'm pretty sure a T95 in that kind of position wouldn't be able to turn around fast enough and then accelerate forwards fast enough to be able to actually catch that Super Hellcat. So, well, I guess you're seeing like the best of this tank over here, and that sometimes losing, I guess, a bit of armor to gain speed is good, but it still has like brilliant armor. Like the T95, yeah, it might be thicker than this, but well, it's still, this tank still can take a beating and get through it. Talk about the gun, as I said. Oh no, okay, here's the Liss. Takes him out of there, and as I said, he can take a shot to take out the Liss, and there you go, he does, picks up his 11th kill at 6,500 damage. So this is just a mega round at this point, and just the T95 and the M12 left. So well, Miha kind of has to wonder how much that T95 is on, how many hit points he's on. I'm not really sure, I didn't see before. Yeah, but it is a T95, so it could be on full health. I'm not too sure. I can't remember if we actually saw him before in this game or not. He has been spotted near Miha's base, so I'm not really sure where he is because he should have just started capping by now, but he hasn't, so maybe he's trying to chase down Miha over here, but well, Miha is a lot faster than that T95, so he could be able to run around without being spotted by him. And there's the M12. I guess he tried to sneak up on Miha, but and I guess Miha wanted to kind of take out the M12 because, well, if he gets spotted by the T95, Miha's going to just get shot by the M12 every like 25 seconds or so, which wouldn't be too good. So now Miha's going to try and hunt down the T95. He has heat loaded with that 395mm of penetration. It should butter its way through basically most of the armor on the T95. Its lower plate, its cupolas at the top, and if he hits the side, it's going to go through every single time. There's just like no chance it's going to bounce, unless he actually hits the tracks, of course, because that counts as paced armor. So this gun, it might have not good DPM, but it has high damage, of course, excellent penetration, but its aim time 2.4. Well, I guess for this kind of like huge gun, 152mm actually isn't that bad, but the dispersion is 0.8, no, 0.8, 0.38, so it's not the worst. Like, there is less accurate tanks in the game, but oh, you're not going to be sniping at like 400 meters against like another tank or a fast moving tank. Talking about like shooting at fast moving tanks, it does have quite bad shell velocity at 760 on the AP, and actually the same on the heat and the HE. But talking about like stuff in general, there is the T95, and he is on full health. Miha over here puts in the first heat shell, and he actually bounces. He takes an APCR shell from the T95, who is using that top gun, into his tracks, which is good, so he doesn't lose that 750 health, which he might need to kind of take a shell from the T95, like right now, for example. But as you can see over here, oh, quite a bad shell over there, oh, quite a bad shot over there. The T95 was kind of angling downwards, so his lower plate was quite angled. But as you can see over here, you don't even need heat to be able to penetrate the lower plate of the T95. With the 290mm of AP penetration, that's more than enough to be able to challenge that lower plate. And for the T95, as you can see, it's really slow, and well, it's not fast enough to be able to get around and put in any more shells into Miha over here. So 13 kills, 8,700 damage, absolute takedown and carry by Miha over here. He gets an ace tanker. He gets a pools medal for destroying 10 or more enemy vehicles, in this case 13, one off the Rosanai Heroes medal. But well, with this kind of performance, I don't think he cared too much, I guess. A steel wall for bouncing 2,500 damage, which, well, it would have killed him if he didn't have that armor. So yeah, as you can see, the armor does work in this tank. A high caliber, of course, for that 8,500 damage. And a top gun, of course, for those 6 kills. As you can see, top on damage done over here, of course, by far. The E75 actually kind of held off, well, had quite a good game too, 3,000 damage. So did the SU-130PM on the enemy team, also doing 3,000 damage. But that wasn't enough, was it? Just under 2,000 base experience over here. So that is just absolutely amazing over here for the tank. But as you can see over here with the ammo costs, with firing all, I'm not really sure how much he had, but all of his heat rounds that he had packed, it costs them quite a lot to be able to resupply that 105,000 credits over there, wasted just to be able to resupply the ammo. And in total he actually loses 32,000 credits because of that kind of heat spam. I guess you couldn't really call it heat spam, but yeah, because of that heat and because he was using food, which of course was 20,000 credits. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.